Yo guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K21 Vancouver Wildcats modded expansion Myleague. Before I do get started, as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below, turn on those post notifications so you can be the first to all of these videos. So before I do get started, I just wanted to thank you guys for your love and support on this series. Episode 1 is, by the time I'm recording this, has hit 449 views, which is honestly mind-boggling to me. It's become the highest viewed video on this channel. And as of today, we have reached 210 subscribers. So we are 1/10. No, not 1/10. From 200, we are 1/10 of the way to 300, which is the goal. Hopefully by the end of November. Who knows if it'll happen? I honestly doubt it. If we hit 300 by the new year, I will be happy. But yeah, today is free agency for the series, and I've been looking forward to this for a while. We've had a few suggestions in the comments. The biggest one was signing Brandon Clark. The only Vancouver native currently active in the NBA, which honestly I'm down to do even if I have to trade for him. And other than that, the only question was to me was, who do you want to lead your franchise and who do you want to be your first scoring option when you start to contend? And that made me think. There are so many unrestricted star free agents. There's the top 3 being Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Anthony Davis. If I can bring one of them in, we could contend in season 2. I'm excited. I'm going to hopefully trade Blake Griffin for a top 10 pick in the first round. We're going to build a nice squad today in this episode in free agency. I don't want to build a super team off rip like I did in the Sixers series. Traded for D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker, kept Ben Simmons and Embiid if you do follow that series. I don't want to do that off rip to start season 2. But, I mean, I'm down to get a star. So, let's get right into it. So, player retirements. I do want to go through this just because normally when I go through the offseason, I'm doing rebuilds on my own or recording for you guys. So I don't really go in depth with all of these little things in the offseason. And I want to do that in this series. So Jamal Crawford's hanging up the shoes after 19 years at the age of 41. Tyson Chandler doing the same, but at the age of 38. Pau Gasol, man, a legendary center. Top 10 to top 15 centers of all time, hanging it up as well. Kyle Korver calling it a career at the age of 40. Udonis Haslem, Andre Iguodala, Iggy's a big one. Trevor Ariza, Nene, Jared Dudley, Luka Mute. And that is all of the players retiring at the end of season 1. Staff retirements. Pop calls it a career after 31 years in the league and a storied career in the NBA. League meetings. Trades are prohibited from trading first round picks in consecutive years. Turning that off. Not going to do any of that. League realignment. I think we're good. Yeah, we are in the West. We're chilling. Okay. Draft lottery. Currently, we have a 1% chance at the first pick, but we have the 15th pick. Or the chance at the 15th pick. So the Nuggets get the 16th, and we draw 15. I mean, that's what pick we were projected to get anyway, so let's skip the lottery. Okay, staff signing. Mylan Mack, I'm going to let him go. We are going to be starting fresh with our coaching staff in season 2. I'm liking the thought of Tibbs. I like Tibbs. Jason Kidd could come be a head coach for us. I like this idea. I like the idea of bringing in Tim Duncan as our head coach. He accepts, and we have the best power forward to ever play the game of basketball as our head coach. We're just going to pick up a decent assistant GM and a decent head scout here, even though it doesn't make much of a difference. We're also going to fire Michael Odom. We're going to start with a new coaching staff. Trent Peterson is an assistant coach. He is a very good assistant coach, so we are going to be bringing him in. All right, so we're going to be doing some catch-up scouting here. We have the 2020 draft class here with real player faces, which I think is really cool. Obviously, we know who most of these players are. We have the 15th pick. I feel like I might be able to trade up, like I did say, to the top 10. Get maybe a Killian Hayes. We won't be able to get LaMelo Ball. We might be able to get like an Isaac Okoro, maybe an Okongwu or Cole Anthony or Denny Obi Toppin. Who knows? So I guess I can't trade Blake Griffin for a pick because he doesn't take his player option beforehand. That's tough. Okay. So if I can get the 10th... Ooh. If I can get the 7th pick from Pittsburgh. If I tossed in the 2023 first. And who was on? Moxie Kleber. What if instead of... Oh, and the 15th pick. All right. So we trade Moxie Kleber, our 2023 first, and our 15th pick in this year's draft for the 7th pick in the first round. Pre-draft workouts, I'm going to call in Onyeka Okongwu. Who else would I don't know who I could get with the 7th pick. I'm going to call in James Wiseman just to be safe. And then Obi Toppin. Now we are here at the NBA draft. I don't know if I'm going to do some edited cutscenes for this. If I do, you'll see the cutscenes instead of this, or a mix of both. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video yet, but with the first pick in the draft, the Chicago Bulls select Anthony Edwards, 6'4" shooting guard from Georgia, 224 pounds. Honestly surprised Melo didn't go first. All right, the Pacers at 2. They take LaMelo Ball. That's surprising to me because they still do have Brogdon on the payroll. Even though Brogdon can't play the 2 guard, which I guess is good for them. He's 6'8" from Australia. He's a very good shooting guard. I think he's overrated in real life. But in 2K, his potential is wild. So with the 3rd pick, they take Tyrese Halliburton, 6'5" from Iowa State. That's going to be weird because I don't know what they're going to do with the John Wall situation, especially with this young point guard coming in. So, weird move for the Wizards. I don't think the Suns will take a center as they take Cole Anthony to pair up with Devin Booker. That backcourt will be insane with DeAndre Ayton still at the 5. The Knicks at 5, they take James Wiseman. Again, a similar situation to the Wizards where they already have a good player at that position. So I don't know if Mitch Rob's going to maybe slide to the 4 or James Wiseman. Who knows? Pistons at 6, they take Isaac Okoro. That's not a surprising one for me. They don't really have a good starting caliber small forward. They have Luke Kennard in the lineup. They don't really have anybody, to be honest. We took Blake Griffin from them, so decent pick for them. So we are on the clock. There's still the guy I had my eyes on, Onyeka Okongwu. He's a 6'9" center. I do like him a lot. He is currently the best player available. Denny Adviha is obviously very good as well. I feel like I could get a good small forward in free agency. Obi Toppin was also on my list. Precious Achiuwa. RJ Hampton could be a good point guard for us. Jaden McDaniels, I doubt he's... Killian Hayes, though, I don't... Isaiah Stewart, solid. Tyrese Maxey's solid. Honestly, I think I'm going to go best available and take Onyeka Okongwu. And he is going to be our starting center out of USC, 6'9", 230 pounds. I do like that pick quite a lot. I feel like he could be our starting center. Even if we pick up an Anthony Davis can play the 4. Or Anthony Davis can play the 5, and Okongwu can play the 4 because he's 6'9". So I love that pickup. I want to see where all these other players go. At 8, the Spurs trade their pick, a first and a second for Boogie Cousins, and a 2023 top 3 protected first from the Hawks. Okay, so the Hawks are going to be on the clock. They take Tyrese Maxey. That's a good pickup for them. Kevin Huerter and Tyrese Maxey are going to have to fight for that starting spot. That's a decent pick for them, though. They reached a little bit. There was Denny Adviha still available. Looks like the Jazz are trading their pick and Royce O'Neal to the Hawks. The Hawks trading away their first-round picks. I don't know what's up with them, but they trade for Tyrese Maxey, and the Hawks get another pick. And apparently they weren't happy with drafting a shooting guard as they trade for or draft Obi Toppin, which makes even less sense than the Tyrese Maxey pick because they already have John Collins and Clint Capella in the front court. So I don't know what their plan is with that. Unless John Collins slides to the 3, I don't know, dude. The Kings at 10, they take Sadiq Bey. Haven't heard much about him. 6'8" out of Villanova. The Hornets on the clock. They are taking Devin Vassell, 6'7" shooting guard out of Florida State. The Jazz with the 12th pick. They're trading their pick again. They're trading the Hawks pick for Terry Rozier. And the Hornets pick. The Hornets take Killian Hayes. So the Hornets get 2 first-round picks. They take 2 very good talents. See, 2K AI needs to fix this because there's no reason why the Pelicans should be drafting a point guard. There's no reason why the Knicks should be drafting a center or why the Wizards should be drafting a point guard. Doesn't make sense. The Warriors take Denny Adviha. See, that is a very good pick for them. They could be looking to ship off Wiggs. And then they have Curry, Clay, Draymond, and Denny. That is a very good team. The Warriors are going to be scary. And the final pick I'm going to be watching is the Pittsburgh Ironmen. And they take Precious Achiuwa. I think that's how you say his name. 6'9" power forward out of Memphis. So that wraps up the draft. Our pick was Onyeka Okongwu, 6'9" center out of USC. I'm very proud of that. We are going to bring him in and sign him. Team player options. Blake Griffin takes his player option. We're going to pick up Kobe White and Michael Porter Jr.'s team options. Kobe White being a 2-year team option. I do like both of those off rip. So LeBron James accepts his player option. The Mavericks accept Luka's team option. I mean, why wouldn't they? The Hawks accept Trae Young's team option. The Pelicans accept Zion's. The Thunder accept Chris Paul's. The Grizzlies accept Jaws, DeAndre Ayton, Shai Gilgeous, Blake Griffin, Jaren Jackson Jr. Dinwiddie is going to be a free agent. Jay Rich is going to be a free agent. Brandon Clark's not going to be a free agent. We're going to have to try to find a way to trade for him. So a lot of players getting picked up on their team options, which is fine. Hold on, team qualifying offers. So hold on. Qualifying offers, we're going to throw it at Josh Hart, Duncan Robinson. Then we're going to take away Malik Beasley's. So what I want to do is trade away Blake Griffin. See what I could get for Blake. I no longer want him on this team. I just want to get rid of his contract. Even if it's for lesser value. I just want to get rid of the contract. I could bring in Tyler Hero. He's on a 1-year team option. I feel like this would be the best case scenario for us. So we are looking to trade for Brandon Clark, who just got picked up on a team option. Straight up swap. No? What if we threw in Svi Mikhailuk? We don't have any picks to throw in. What if we threw in Shake Milton? They're not with it. Give me a random player. Jarrett. You. Grayson Allen. They are not with it. The Brandon Clark trade might have to get put on the back burner. But I still want to get rid of Blake Griffin's contract. I could get Nico Mannion from OKC. I could get Boogie. Ooh, that's a good one. So I do want to take this hero trade, but I traded for him in the Sixers series, so I don't want to do that over again. I like this trade. I do love PJ Washington. I feel like he could be good for us. We get rid of Blake Griffin's contract. PJ Washington is on a 1-year, $4 million deal, and then Nigel Williams-Goss is on a $1.78 million deal. I like this trade. PJ Washington is going to come to the team. And then we head to the moratorium period. So currently they're saying we have no cap room, but I know we have cap room. Paul George is an unrestricted free agent. Rudy Gobert's unrestricted. Kyle Lowry's unrestricted. There's a lot of unrestricted free agents. The 3 I want to throw a contract at is obviously Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4-year player option with a no trade clause on top of that. We want to throw in at Kawhi Leonard, bring him back to a Canada team or a Canadian team, and then obviously Anthony Davis. So we do get Anthony Davis to agree to a contract to come to Vancouver. We're going to renounce the rights on Mike Conley's contract. We're going to renounce rights on Victor Oladipo. We're going to announce the rights on Kelly Olynyk. We're going to be freeing up a lot of cap space. Apparently, we're paying TJ McConnell. We're paying Landry Shamet, Frank Kaminsky. Josh Hart, I'm going to hold cap for. Evan Fournier, we're still paying. We're paying a lot of money right now. But we are going to... Oh, Giannis goes to the Spurs. Kawhi goes to the Grizzlies. And we sign Anthony Davis. We have more money to give away. We have more money to dish out. I know this isn't a popular decision, but Pandemic P is on my radar. I'd like to bring in Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, a veteran point guard. Get him on a 3-year deal. He's 35. Get him on a player or team option. De'Aaron Fox is restricted. I don't want to throw a contract at a restricted free agent. I am down to bring back Victor Oladipo if I have the money. Okay, so Anthony Davis is coming to the team. We're throwing a contract at Paul George and Kyle Lowry. I think I want to throw a contract. So we have a starting center. We have a starting power forward. We hopefully will have a starting shooting guard if we bring in Paul George and Kyle Lowry. I don't know if we can afford all of them. We'll need a small forward for sure. I like the idea of bringing in Devontae Graham, but he's restricted. Lou Will off the bench. OG Anunoby, he's restricted. Christian Wood. He's sick. I don't know, man. RJ Barrett. He wants a lot of money, though. He's 21, and he wants $25 million. So Danny Green's willing to take a pay cut. We're going to offer him a 2-year, $10 million deal. And that's all our free agency offers we can throw right now. Kyle Lowry accepts. I like that. Danny Green accepts. So Paul George goes to the Lakers. We take AD. They take Paul George. We have one more day of moratorium. What if we threw big money at DeMar DeRozan? I don't know, man. If Depot's still here, I might throw Depot a contract. We're going to throw a contract at Christian Wood as well. So it's either Christian Wood or Danny Green. It's going to be Christian Wood, obviously. He's 25 years old. So right now we have 266K in cap room. Not ideal. We can throw a contract at Oladipo. We're going to throw one at Oladipo. And we're going to go to a 4... Because so we have bird rights on Oladipo. We're going to throw a contract at Oladipo. KCP could be an acquisition. Nicolo Melli, possibly. Marvin Williams, possibly. I like him. He's a good shooter. So right now, we pretty much filled up our starting 5. We're looking for role players here. Bobby could be a good backup center. Vince Poirier. So I think I'm going to throw a contract KCP's way. Get him on a cheap deal. Victor Oladipo goes to the Heat. We bring in KCP. That's tough. Oladipo going to Miami. I don't think we can afford any of these players. See if we can throw an offer at D Rose. We can only afford minimum players. I feel like I can trade for players if I get some decently young guys. I feel like I can make some trades out here. Bring in Bobby. He's 7'3". He's a beast of a center. We're going to bring Bobby in. We're also going to throw Shake Milton. Okay, I want to bring back Shake Milton and Mikhailuk. Just need to find him. So we can't afford Kelly Olynyk. I'm going to throw Kelly Olynyk a contract. We can afford it. Might as well bring him in. He's a very good three-point shooter. I'll also throw a contract at Quinn Cook. I can't afford that. League minimum. Will he accept a minimum? Who knows? Can I get Jabari on a minimum? No. He wants $15 million a year. He's bugging. Okay, so we get Quinn Cook. I'm somewhat happy with that free agency period. Let's go to player progression. Our team is looking like... Oh, I forgot we had Kobe White. I could trade Kyle Lowry for a solid player. I forgot we had Michael Porter Jr. as well. I feel like in my head, I thought we were restarting the team. We have a very good team. I'm going to have to move some players around, but I'm definitely going to make some trades. I'm going to trade away Kyle Lowry. Because we have Kobe White, the most improved player. He's coming different next season. So we're going to be trading Kyle Lowry. Hopefully we can pick up a very good player. Load up that 2021 draft class for the next offseason. And then training camps. So I think I'm going to send... Hold on, what are their potentials? I think I'm going to send Okongwu to untapped potential. He now has A- potential. And we're going to advance to the next season. Before I end this one off, I want to see what I can get for Kyle Lowry and an unprotected 2026 first. Eric Bledsoe regressed a lot. I ideally don't want a point guard. Click OG Anunoby. He's on a 3-year deal. Spencer Dinwiddie. Ooh, Brogdon. I could bring in Sekou. I think this is the deal I'm gonna make. I'm gonna bring in Malcolm Brogdon. I'm gonna change his position to shooting guard. He goes up to an 85. Okay, let's look at the coach game plan. Kobe White's gonna be our starting point guard. Brogdon's gonna start at the 2 guard. Michael Porter Jr. is gonna start at the 3. Anthony Davis is gonna start at the 4, obviously. And then Onyeka Okongwu is going to start at the 5. PJ Washington coming off the bench as our 6th man. Christian Wood. I don't want 2 power forwards coming off the bench. I think I can trade away Christian Wood, because I like PJ Washington just a little bit better. So I think if I toss... Ooh, I have an idea. Big plays. Big brain plays. Okay. This is for my man... Oh, I forgot what his name was. Brandon Clark. Christian Wood. What's the deal? Salary cap? Okay. Give me Kyle Anderson. I'll give you Svi Luke. Still a salary cap issue. You. No? How much do they need to make up? They need to give up $1.95 million. Give me Grayson Allen. That should make it up. Okay, I'm getting the bug. Edmund Sumner. Okay, what if I trade findered Brandon Clark? Because he's in the last year of his deal. I'm not giving Okongwu. Christian Wood just makes so much money, man. I could probably throw... Josh Hart's a free agent? Oh, he doesn't want the minimum. Okay, tough. I'm going to toss Christian Wood in a second. I could get the Bucks 2022 first and Brook Lopez. They did just lose Giannis, so that pick could be valuable. Mitchell Robinson. Aaron Gordon. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to trade Christian... no. I feel like I'm not getting equal value. Christian Wood a second and Bobby. For Marcus Smart and Devon Dotson. I like the Marcus Smart trade. He's going to be a good 2 guard off the bench. He's a defensive beast. That's a good pickup. I'm going to put KCP is going to stay at small forward. So let's go to our coach game plan. We have our starting 5, Kobe White, Brogdon, Michael Porter Jr., Anthony Davis, and Onyeka Okongwu. PJ Washington as 6th man, Marcus Smart as the backup 2 guard, Kelly Olynyk backup center, KCP backup small forward. Quinn Cook is our backup point guard. I know I liked that in the off season. I don't like that anymore. So what if I did Quinn Cook and Shake Milton? Can I get a backup point guard? Quinn Cook might be best case scenario for backup point guard. Unless I can somehow find a backup point guard, I think Quinn Cook might be best case scenario right now. Ew, Curry has a ruptured Achilles. That's tough. Man, Curry. I love Curry, man. He just keeps getting injured. Jarrett Culver can play point guard? Takes Svi Luke. What do they want? Well, that's us. 2.66 million more. Take Devon Dotson. Okay. They want Michael Porter Jr. You're bugging, bro. You are bugging. So I think this is going to be our lineup for right now. I don't have a backup point guard I really like. I feel like I can fix that, though, with free agency. There might be a good one sitting in free agency that's just waiting to be discovered. Chris Dunn. He probably wants so much money. Yeah. Can't afford him or Kendrick Nunn. I don't think there's any minimum contract point guards that are worth my time. I want Kendrick Nunn or Chris Dunn, but I can't afford either of them, so that's tough. Okay. So I'm going to end it here. If you did enjoy watching us build this team, drop a like, comment, subscription down below. Let me know with any suggestions you want to see. Because I'm still a little iffy. Because I want a good backup point guard. Trade swap. Oh, Giannis has a no trade clause. So does AD though. So but yeah, as always, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like, comment, and a subscription down below. Peace.